Good morning and happy Monday. Thank you for being here. And of course, as always, you are welcome, and I welcome you with my heart open and full of joy to Mindful Mornings with Minnassa. So I will let you know to keep your eye out. I'm going to have some special guests who I've asked to step in and bring their magic, their light, and their gifts to our times together. Now, I had an awesome show with Gerald on Saturday, so I'm going to put the link to that show in there. And I talked about some resources, right? Because this my intention this year is to be your resource for mindful living. And so I had some links, a link to Alea, who has an energetic meditation, which is a new way of doing the meditation, which is involving your spirit team and everybody. And then I put some links to you're stressed out, you want to have a meditation. I have 3 meditations that I created that are on my Etsy store, all using different solfeggio frequencies to help you relax, reduce your stress, and are better to move forward. And I'll put those links in the notes here. And so I wish you all a happy Martin Luther King Monday. And our reading today focuses on this man's great legacy. So I'm reading today, Freedom for All. Begins with this quote from the I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on my birthday, by the way. It was on August 28th, 1963. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, that the rough places will be made plain and the crooked places will be made straight, and that the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. And then this quote from Ernest Holmes: the seed of freedom must be planted in the innermost being of each person, but like the prodigal son, each person must make the great discovery for themselves. End of quote. Happy birthday, Dr. King. It is an honor and a pleasure to celebrate your life. Through your life, though your life was cut short, your accomplishments and words of encouragement to everyone will be quoted well into the next century and beyond. You were a wise and courageous leader, and your many thousands of followers continue to increase each year as young people learn and understand what you believed in, that all people should walk in freedom, that all people are created equal and have a right to live in that freedom. Not everyone is born into the same circumstance, but we are all free to determine how our lives are to be lived. When we believe there is a wondrous life to live and move forward in love and not hate, with motivation and without envy, and with creative ideas coming from an inner faith of our Creator, Guide, and Helper, then we too move in a different circumstance of living and working. It is up to each of us to acknowledge and be grateful for who we are, for our family and friends, our employment and home, while at the same time knowing there is more love, more kindness, more beauty yet to be experienced, and then to move forward in that direction. The affirmation is, I live this day accepting the freedom for myself and everyone to express the love and beauty of life to its fullest extent. And this is a great quote, but I will say that for many people, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, that freedom is still not ours in fullness. And that, yes, we need our allies out in the street marching. But you can really bring freedom to us when someone makes a joke about women, about Black people, about Latino people, about Indigenous people, about trans people, and you feel uncomfortable but you don't want to say anything. That's when we need you. Dr. King said himself, it's not the words of our enemies that will bother us or linger in our mind. It's the silence of our friends. And so the best way, in my opinion, to honor this great man's legacy is for all of us, allies or people that are white or of European descent, to stand your ground in those private places. When people are saying stuff or making comments, we need you to say, that is not right. That is not correct. That stereotype is not funny. And then for those of us who are people that are Black, Indigenous, or other people of color, to continue to hold the line, to continue to hold that boundary, to demand our respect, to respect each other, and then as people of the universe, as one, whatever our nationality or skin color, to remember that we are one, and to hold that oneness in our hearts, and to move forward with love, power, and knowledge. Have a beautiful day, and thank you, Dr. King, for everything you did.